All right. So today on NewbieVeT, got a special guest. We got my homie in the building, J.Imon.
Yep.
And I nailed it. I nailed it right.
Yeah, you nailed it right.
I nailed it right. Okay.
Yeah.
Had took a Rosetta Stone lesson for a second. Yeah, man. So,
You stupid.
So, man, how's your day, man? Well, how was your day?
Everything pretty cool for the most part. I would say casual day for me. It was relaxing.
Okay. So, J.Imon, like we said, we were talking about your name. I know you get that a lot. People, screw it up because the D is silent.
Yep.
Okay. And it's D, how you spell it?
DJimon.
Like DJ, like a scratch DJ.
Yeah.
And then IMON.
Right.
Okay. Okay. That's unique, man.
Appreciate it. It's an African name, so.
Okay.
I actually got it from my name was from J.Imon Houston, the actor. He played in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
That's where my parents got my name from.
Were they a J.Imon Houston fan or something? A Hurston fan? They a fan of him?
No, man, it's just something different,
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And you were born and raised in Augusta?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Cool, man. So how was your experience growing up in Augusta, man?
I would say, for the most part, just living different environments, it was a lot of poverty, everything going on like that. I know a lot of people just I guess you would say what's the word for it? Not proper, but because I'm proper, a lot of people don't really think that. I stay in the Apple Valley.
You stayed in Apple Valley? Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, I moved to Apple Valley in 2018.
I was there in that time. I think I was there from, what was it, 15 to 18 or 15 to 17.
I came after the rough part.
Okay.
Yeah. It was kind of rough before I got there. I heard. I wasn't there, but I came in 18. When I came 18, they said everybody mostly was locked up, or whatever around that time. Cause it was kind of. So how was Apple Valley from when you was there?
Man, it was just all types of shooting and stuff going on.
Yeah, that's true.
Just robbery, all types of crazy stuff going on like that. It's I would say the usual stuff for the most part and stuff. Areas like that. So yeah.
Man, I did not know you was in Apple Valley. That's crazy. And you was in 2018. So where you stayed at in Apple Valley?
Right off Jonathan Circle. Once you go down Apple Valley Street, make a right, Jonathan Circle.
Okay. Oh, damn. I was on Cider.
Bro.
I was on Cider.
Yeah, just miss you then.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on Cider. My studio, I had a studio. I had like a small one like this and a house. Just a house by itself, but that each room has different things in it. And it was in Apple Valley. Yeah.
That's dope.
That's crazy, man. Yeah. So I was there. 946 Cider Lane.
Okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I experienced that too, man. It was a lot of shooting, a lot of police, a lot of burglaries. There's like 4 houses that were around my studio that got broken into. My studio never got broken into, just I guess maybe because I was cool with everybody in the neighborhood. They knew me or whatever, but somebody always been there. Somebody always at the studio regardless of what. But but yeah, it's like all the houses around my studio got hit but mine. That's crazy.
You just gotta be, well known, and everybody just fuck with you.
Really. That's crazy, man. So how did you adapt far as like trying to grow up in that neighborhood, man? Like, just being around.
Honestly, just back to what I was saying, a lot of people I was cool with, a lot of people at the time being wanted to rap and things like that, and they couldn't find beats because, at the time being, I would say that it wasn't that big of people going on YouTube to get beats and things like that. That was more later on. And so if people knew you, it was basically like a word of mouth type of thing. And people kind of know that. That's what I did. And
so what you think about the YouTube beats as far as like your opinion about you being a producer and stuff?
It depends on how deep you want to go into it.
We producers, man, we can go into that,
Honestly, as far as people like posting beats on YouTube, I would say, it's nothing really wrong with that because at the end of the day, it's another way of marketing and getting yourself out there and exposing yourself to different people that's around the world, really. You know, just as easily somebody could just happen to, it could be a mistake, you know, somebody could just click on your beat, whatever the case may be, listen to it, like it, and that's, you know, it could do numbers, and you won't even know about it. Then you might just happen to find out about it through a friend, that type of thing.
Right,
so,
right.
So it's definitely a good source of marketing, I would say, for the most part.
Yeah. My only deal is by me being a producer and stuff. My only deal with the YouTube beats is it ain't the YouTube beats, it's the artists using the YouTube beats and making those like their singles, like their you know, their main things, like. Cause you know, at the end of the day, I look at it like if you're not leasing that beat, or
leasing,
or you're not, you know, if you didn't get a lease of the beat, you didn't buy the beat or the rights to it, you don't own the beat. So it's like a lot of artists do. They'll just download the beat,
think it's theirs.
Like I downloaded, it said free beat on there. It said royalty free. No, that means yeah, you free to rap on it, download to rap on it, but you can't sell these in a manner, and you can't upload those on just DistroKid.
Because it's not like it's an exclusive. Say, oh, this is exclusive beat to wherever click on it and download it.
Right.
You know, it's like a lease, and then you know have a S amount of plays. You know, things like that. Just how you want to tailor it to the person. You know.
Right. Yeah, but like I tell artists, like if you trying to make some money, buy the beats from them, or if not, get a custom beat, because when I look at it like you're taking money from the actual producers that can make the beats for you if you just give them those opportunities to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know what type of beats you're looking for, unless some people some are like producers. Some producers make beats that they vibing in at that moment. Right. Like you might be in a moment where you want to just make some drill type or some Caribbean music. You know what I'm saying? For a whole month. You know, I'm just gonna make Caribbean music for the whole month.
You know. And it's crazy because I can't speak for other producers because I don't know really how they think, but I know for me, that's basically how I make beats. You know, most of the time I make beats is off of feel. And then obviously if an artist was to come in and they want a certain type of beat, you know, I'll make that type of beat.
Right.
But usually when I'm just making beats just to be making beats in general, it's basically off of feel. And there's times where, you know, I make something and like it, and if I didn't finish it, I'll come back to it and might not even like it because my feeling changed, you know?
Right.
So
big facts.
It's definitely off of feeling, for the most part, for me at least. So.
Big facts. Me too, bro. Big facts. Heck yeah. So, man, so you ain't never really get into, you ever did sports?
Yeah, I played golf. I still am actually very good at it, I would say. I ended up going to Payne College and got a full out for it.
Yeah, bro. People don't understand. Like golf is fun, and but it's also get you sore as hell too. If you don't know how to swing that club right.
I was gonna say that too, and that's part of why people. It's kind of like it's part of why I would say I speak very proper because I'm not gonna lie. You know, it's basically a white sport. You know, right. So mostly people that plays a sport is like very rich, or I would say successful, wealthy white people. And you know, not saying you have to carry yourself for them, but at the end of the day, you want to carry yourself in a presentable way. You know, a person that's very knowledgeable and understanding, not nobody don't really. And then the crazy thing about it is, by me being good, I had a lot of people come up to me trying to sponsor me and things like that for different events because of not just the fact that I'm professional about the things I do, but I'm a good player, you know. So
right,
yeah,
right, okay. So how long? And so what got you into playing golf? Because you know most people, you know, they see a black kid, first two sports they think of basketball, football, right?
Yeah. That's usually how it goes. So
yeah,
I would say my family. We would always go to, you know, Masters here in Augusta. So we would always go to my grandma's house, which is my dad, mom, and she always watching Tigers. She was a big Tiger fan at the time.
Oh yeah.
And this is like early 2000s where we was just kind of always doing that. And so me being a child, not really knowing any better, you know, I remember walking in front of the TV and the people, you know, be like, shh, blah, blah, you know, sit down. And I'm like, wow, you know, why y'all telling me to be quiet to watch him? And so I had the wrong intentions at first to play golf because the thing about it is I looked at it like, okay, well, I don't want people to look at me like that. Be quiet for me. Watch me play golf. So that's kind of how I got into it. And from there, you know, I kind of fell in love with the sport for the most part, and I met a bunch of different people, a lot of minorities too that play it as well, and just a bunch of networking opportunities, I would say.
Right. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So, you went to the Masters this year?
That just passed by.
Yeah.
I haven't went. I haven't been since 2012.
2012.
It's been a while. It's hard to get tickets.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, it is hard. Yeah. So, man, so while you was in school, so did your love of music, as far as the beats and stuff like that, did that come during school or that came afterwards?
I would say for the most part, it came during school because it's funny because the fact that you just brought up a memory. I remember because back then it was just CDs and stuff like that. I was the type of person, not even the type, I was doing this. So I would make beats, I would download it or burn it to the CD and tell people to listen to my tape. That's how it all started, and it was just full of beats. Like, I want y'all to check this shit out.
Right.
So that's kind of what ended up happening, and that's really kind of what.
So you used to give them beat tapes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bet.
Now, at the time being, I didn't know that's what I was doing, but that's what it was, And I kind of see that's kind of how I started to the stuff that I got involved with today. So it was a start, I guess, to something. Later come on.
That's crazy how you just doing something, you don't even know that you innovating something ahead of time before it even happened. Right. And then you think about it, you're like, man, it's crazy. Yeah.
But that's where it came from, though. Yeah. From those beat tapes, just giving them to different people. I knew for a fact that wanted to rap, and people that was my closest friend, really, that's kind of how I first started. But then, somehow, I don't know how it happened, and the teacher not leaving. They ended up playing my beat on like the speakers.
How you doing the school intercoms?
No, not the intercoms, but like we had like a little
Bluetooth
like little speakers connected to the computer at the time.
Okay, gotcha.
And I put my CD in, and yeah.
And it played it.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, you were scared of getting busted by a teacher?
It was weird. No, I was kind of like a clown back then, so they ain't really paid no attention. But the thing about it was, speaking to giving out tapes, I wasn't really the type of person that I would say when I first started giving out my beats, I was very confident with it when I first started, because I was just doing it for fun when I was younger, in middle school, things like that. And, I was kind of like, when I see, like, for example, I play a beat and I'll be looking at people's reaction to see, like, they fuck with it or not. That's the type of thing I was doing. And it was kind of the first time ever doing something like that. Let's actually let somebody outside of my house listen to my beats, And these people I go to school every day, they got to see me. They might not, fuck with them. So that's the type of thing it was. But eventually I got to the point to where I realized people was actually fucking with, saying, damn, you should take this serious type of thing. And that's kind of how it started. So.
Oh, okay. Dope. So, when you start giving out the beat tapes and stuff, when did far as you start like getting artists that's, started wanting to work with you, want to get some beats from you? Now you building up your clientele with people that you giving the beats to. Like, when did that start happening for you?
So, I'm gonna say, it was more. I would say it was more around college.
Okay.
My freshman year of college, kind of like my senior year of high school, because I actually wasn't selling beats at the time being in high school. I was still kind of fooling around. I wasn't even really letting it be known that I was still selling beats, because people kind of already know me. I was like clowning and doing other shit. But it ain't got to I actually graduated high school and transitioned to college where I started selling beats to people, because a lot more people coming from different areas that really take it serious. And they'll listen, and I say, okay, I can make a profit or make money off of doing this, that I'm not taking no more than about 10 to 15 minutes to make. I can easily make a quick $50 or something like that, Right. So that's when I started taking it serious, when I started realizing it's a source of income. So.
Okay. Cool. And then, like, far as that, your name and all that, your popularity start rising up, far as like people knowing you a little bit more and all the other stuff. Have any of the artists you work with stars like recorded demos, made videos and stuff to your beats and stuff?
Yeah, I actually got a few people that actually made beats and post videos on their page and YouTube and Facebook, things like that. So it's been a variety of people that actually made videos to the beats that I actually sold, some things like that. So yeah, it's been a good bit of people.
Good people. Okay. Cool. How that make you feel, man? As far as producer, I know like sometimes like there be certain, cause I know there be certain beats you made. You be like, you know, you be like, you know, you can kill a beat yourself or whatever, but you know, certain things you be want to hear other artists get on. You know what I'm saying? I know you be having beats like that too sometimes.
I would say yeah. It's been a few times where, you know, I made a beat and I'm just like, dang, you know, I'll send it out in like a pat, wherever the case may be, and I'd be like, damn, I really hope this artist hoping this type of beat, and you know, they don't really fuck with it like I do. They end up hopping on something else, and I'm just like, you know,
they always be the beat you would never think.
Yeah, it's just like,
unless you like till you really get like you realize you like, okay, I know you this your style right here. Like I have an artist like I know his style. Like I've been working on this style for. Cause at first I was hit and missing with him because he was like at one point I thought like, well, okay, well, you know, well you sound good on this sound. You need to try this sound. And
they're just not really. That's not what they want. You know what they're looking for. It's just like how.
I'm like, this is hard. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But then I play something simplified down. That's it. I'm like,
that's nothing. You just said something that just kind of, I just thought about. But that's really how it is, though. What I realized, and that's the thing as far as making beats. I realized transitioning to what I am now. Back then. I used to make beats with a lot of sounds, a lot of shit going on, and it's like, you know, people like it. Yeah, people like it, but it's not something that the artist could hop on because they don't have any room. Yeah,
no room.
And so as I realized, as I got into like the transition to me where I'm at now, a lot of people are more, or a lot of artists are hopping on stuff that's more simplified.
Simplicity.
And it's a lot more easier, I would say, as an artist to hop on it. And it's just like, you know, I ain't really do nothing to make that. They were like, man, this is hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. I'm like, it sounds basic to me, you know, but
hey, like I could add some keys, you know, I could add a string there, you know what I'm saying?
But then once you hear the words hop on it, I'm like, okay, I see where you're going with this, you know, it'd be like, it's a whole different beat at that point. Or if it sounds complete, I would say, so.
Yeah, once they get the mix and the song and, you know, complete, because sometimes certain beats, you know, they need the words to make it, and stuff like that, whatever, you know. Because I think some words can make the simplest beat hard. Yeah. If whatever work. I look at Grinding by Clips when they first, you know, they didn't even have, did they have a melody in it? I don't think that beat had a melody in it. Grinding.
It just kind of really just the percussion and all that stuff, yeah.
And like the Snoop Dogg song, Drop It Like It's Hard. You know, they had melody and they had dun 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 dun.
It really be just like the percussion. It's just all about the cadence where you put certain sounds like for the percussion and drums to kind of snap and just, it has like a bounce to it that makes the artist kind of move.
Bounce, you know? Make it move. If it make it dance, you got to bounce to it. Yeah, pretty much. So by you working do you play live instruments as well, or are you just more of a beat pattern?
No, I play drums. That's another thing. That's kind of, I ain't gonna say that's how I started, but that's how I get my rhythm as far as making beats, because I play drums for church, and I've been playing drums longer than I've been making beats. So just as far as making like keeping a tempo or things like that, or putting drums on the beat, that's not nothing I have a hard problem with. I would say for the most part, when it comes to melodies, and a lot of people, you know, they'll like it, be like, damn, you know I play keyboard? I'm like, nah, I just be kind of clicking it off until it sounds good. I was like, I'm a drummer though, you know, that's just kind of, but yeah, I just play drums, that's it.
Okay, cool. You be doing, so you like the Nick Cannon drum line type drum?
No,
you can do
drum
that.
Set. And that's the thing, and I kind of, I ain't gonna say that's why I feel like I should have went to band in school, but I know there's a lot of things that you could have learned if you play for, like, for example, a person that plays in a band that be doing all those little cadences and rudiments and shit like that, you know, if they know how to play drums, you know, they'd be a dope drummer. But if you're doing all those rudiments and stuff like that, and you're not a drummer, you're just gonna be doing that just for the band. But I was a drummer though, but I never went to the band, so I was already a dope drummer anyway. I just don't really be doing like those like little cadence and stuff like that, because you could do a bunch of different like licks and start inverting stuff.
Right.
And that's some of the stuff I'm incorporating now as a drummer. And I'm actually gonna start me a channel me doing, because I'm a pretty dope drummer for real. But I'm actually starting my channel to start like recording myself playing like different songs and stuff like that.
Oh, now that'd be dope. That'd be dope, King. Most of man. So man, we lost Takeoff, as far as me goes. You heard about that, right?
Yeah.
So what you thought about that? You heard about that?
Man, it's a very unfortunate situation. And that goes to, you never know, as far as people that you hanging out with and, people that you love and care about, you never know it's your last time seeing them and talking to them. You never know that's going to be, your last moment with them. God forbid it, but I could walk out and something could happen to me, but people haven't talked to me before, I got in here. So it's just a very unfortunate situation.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. So it's bad, man. It's real sad. There's a lot of deaths in hip hop, as far as a lot of, P&B rock, Trouble, Dolph.
Within the last few years.
Last few years, man.
It's been bad.
It's been terrible. Yeah, I done been seen a lot, but yeah, man, it's been getting kind of bad, man. So do you feel like this generation, I feel like, of course, it's going to be going to be better days coming, of course. But do you feel like the way this generation is, and the lessons of this generation, the way they taught and learn, do you feel like the next generation can be different far if you have some people teaching them now? Do you feel like, because, the way some mindsets are now, it's going to be kind of crazy another 5 years from now? What you say?
And I feel like you said, it's just having the right person in front of you.
Right.
If you have the right guidance, I feel like anybody that's behind us would take the right footsteps, But like I said, it all goes to the person that they're around, that they're looking up to. If you have somebody that's not really, not really knowledgeable about stuff and not really taking the right steps and not moving in the right direction and just, being careless about the stuff that they do, I mean, anybody that's falling behind them or looking up to them is going to fall in the same line,
Right.
So it all depends on who's in front of them, who's leading and who's they following, or who they looking out for or looking at to, that type of thing.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, yeah, I just feel like, the world is like it's a cycle, man. We living in a rotation pattern. It's like the repeat button. It's like, you remember the DVD player, you play a movie, you go to sleep, it just replays itself over and over and over. So, I just feel like death, we always had death, and, we always had tragedies, life occurrences and stuff. It's just now, just because of technology and we get to see everything now, it seems like it's worse. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like, and that's true too. It definitely can seem like it's worse because with technology nowadays, like you said, we're exposed to so much. Like we could
just imagine before technology, before cameras was everywhere, how much murders was getting away. You had people getting away with murders everywhere,
especially
serial killers. Yeah, serial killers was at its highest in the 60s and 70s. That's in the golden era of serial killers,
which is crazy. They wasn't getting caught doing nothing. For a long time. No cameras, no nothing. Like, they just doing it. Like, I feel like, not to be funny, if I wanted to do something, that'd be the time to do it. Back then,
Back then. Like, now, it's kind of hard to get exposed. Anything
as soon as
now.
You do something, you gonna get detected by the camera, or if somebody recording you gonna get detected by people on the internet.
Or your phone going to hit a cell tower. Something, your phone, they got you with your phone, hit a cell tower, so they can tell you've been in that area.
It's crazy.
There's so much stuff now that they can can't be a serial killer these days now. Unless
they wrap that up.
Yeah. You got ring alarms, you got ring doorbell, ring video doorbells.
There's a camera everywhere.
There's a camera on, and they said
even the cameras on the traffic lights.
Right. They said Augusta said by the end of this year, they just installed over 300 cameras in Augusta.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
300 cameras in Augusta. So they got them in places that people don't know they're at.
But they're there.
They're there.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? You think it's needed?
I mean...
But my thing is, if you have 300 cameras, would you tell the public that you have 300 cameras watching them? Or you just don't tell them?
I feel like looking at it from their situation, if you really wanted to put something out there, you don't need to tell them that, okay, we're installing this here. Because if you really wanted to catch somebody, what's the point of them? What's the point of you acknowledging them about something being out there to catch them? You know,
right.
If I was them, I wouldn't tell them. But as far as me being a civilian, do I think they need it? I mean, I just feel like at the end of the day, people gonna still do what they're gonna do regardless. You know, I mean, they're still gonna. I mean, because people out of spite and anger and all this other stuff, they just don't be thinking about the consequences. They just snap and do things. You know.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't really think it's going to change anything, to be honest. It's just going to stay like that.
Stay like that. Right. Yeah. Pretty much, man. So do you, I mean, you do see some changes in Augusta, though, far as like some of the landscape. We got some new buildings coming, some new restaurants, some new businesses. Got David Buster's down here.
I feel like, I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, you go.
I feel like, it's growing though, for the most part. They
you could do a little bit more. You could do more, but yeah.
For the last few years, you know, it's some stuff that's been here that haven't ever been here ever. You know, it's kind of evolving slowly, but it's progressing. Just like they just did that bridge and just something to do. You know.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of little stuff that they're doing, and it's kind of making it more. I'm not gonna say that making it more exciting to be here, but it's give you more stuff to do here. You know?
Right.
So yeah, it's definitely growing. It's growing slow, but it's growing.
Yeah, but like I tell people, all the money's going on the 4 main roads in Augusta. You got 4 main roads. Everybody
Washington
Road, Broad Street.
Yep.
Riceboro Road.
I would say Riceboro Road.
And
I would say Peach Orchard.
I would say either Peach Orchard. Peach Orchard is Peach Orchard.
They get pretty busy out there. Every time I turn around,
I was thinking about that. Yeah.
I'm like, damn, they put something new out there. You know,
or
something just.
Peach Orchard is. Yeah, I will put Peach Orchard up there. Yeah, cause I was gonna say Willow Road. That's over there, or Riverwatch over there. Willow River, like by the movie theater, all that over there.
Oh yeah,
by
the
hospital and urgent care and.
Oh yeah.
All that out there.
Yeah. They definitely put
that's the area out there, but yeah, I will put Peach Orchard out there too up there because that's it got a lot of restaurants, the banks,
a lot of fast food stuff. Because I remember they had no Chick-fil-A there back then. They had no Starbucks there back then, but they had that
better.
When I was in Apple Valley, no, they had no Starbucks and Chick-fil-A back then.
Right.
But they got new banks out there now, and different like food companies and stuff like that. They definitely growing it out there though.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and I'm glad that you we going back what you were talking about earlier, man. I was talking to my partner. I was telling them like, some people have the conclusion of you being, of being street, meaning like, okay, you from the hood. So, you hear that a lot. You from the hood. You from the hood. So, like I tell people, like, okay, you can be from the hood, but don't do hood activities. It's just that you was raised in the hood. Because a lot of people consider you not being hood or you not knowing the streets because you didn't participate in the streets. But I'm like,
or you don't act that way.
Oh, you don't act that way. So like my thing, I got that too. Like my thing was like I was more to music and more inside. But when I went outside, all my friends was outside. Just but these is like my best friends. So happen my best friends are in the streets. So if your best friend is one of the guys that's in the streets, or a couple of them are in the streets, you pretty much know what's going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm the same way. Like I'm not a street type of guy, but I'm from the hood though. And I got friends that's out there doing that type of stuff, and we real close. And
they probably talk to you about everything.
Exactly.
And you know what's going on, so it's like
I just don't conduct myself that way. But doesn't mean I'm not from this,
right?
Area,
you don't know how to move. Like you know how to move in the hood. You don't like.
Definitely.
So that's like if you done been to a bad part of a hood like Augusta, well at one point Apple Valley was a bad part. At one part that was a bad part. Like I'm just saying like the rough parts of Augusta. That people, that talk about, that people know.
Oh yeah.
The bottom.
I would say I've been
the bottom. Sunset. Fox Den.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a couple more. It's a couple more, but those are the main ones that I know, as far as that I've been to. stuff like that. I'm trying not to go to no other ones, but I don't like. I don't. It ain't the fact that I don't like going in though. It's just that my thing. I don't have a reason to go there. You know what I'm saying? My thing is just like, you know, when you have a lot of positivity or you have a lot going on, a lot to lose, a lot of just things in general, you want to stay out of a situation that can cause trouble for you.
Goes back to moving different.
Moving different, exactly.
And that's a lot of things too, because as I realize I have a lot more stuff at stake, you know, I ain't about to fool around with somebody that don't care about losing their life.
Right.
I can't be doing this. I got stuff I'm trying to accomplish, you know, so
Facts.
I gotta do things different, you know,
Facts.
just so that way I can still, you know, do the stuff that I want to do.
Yeah, because you're a businessman. You gotta surround yourself with other business people. Like, you can't surround yourself with a bunch of dudes from your hood while you going to your business meetings.
That don't even sound right saying that. But yeah, that's really it though.
Yeah, that's really it though. So yeah, man. So it's also with your friends. I know when you start doing the music and stuff like that, of course you got your guys where it's like, hey, you know, look out for me, those types. Right. And you know, how do you separate the friendship and the business and all those two, and you know?
I mean, and it all depends on the circumstances. It all depends on, you know, if they did me a favor already or if they haven't, and it all depends on what the circumstance is at the time being. But I would say for the most part, it would be more of a friendly type of thing until you get to the point where, okay, we see that this is going to be a problem, so then we have to be strictly business.
Strictly business, right.
So that's usually how I end up turning out.
It turned out to be. Right. Yeah, that's true. So you work with female artists too as well? You do R&B?
Yeah, I work with female artists.
R&B.
I do R&B.
Gospel.
I haven't done any gospel.
No, okay.
I guess I only do that with the drumming, but but yeah, I mean, as far as making beats, man, I made all types of beats, like you know, hip hop, rap, trap,
pop.
You know, back in the day, I made some I don't know, but yeah, I don't do that no more. But I mean, whatever. I guess, for example, if artists come up and say, hey, I want to do this, or can we like do this, or they have some type of vision, you know, we'll definitely work towards getting that completed or getting that done. So it's whatever, you know, whatever comes up, that's what we're gonna doing.
Right. And it's just you on by yourself making beats, or you have a whole
I just make beats by myself. But that's mostly really what I make, like, you know, rap and trap beats for male and female artists.
Okay.
That's really
dope. So who are some artists that you work with so far?
Oh God. It's a lot of artists. I just can't even name. Hollywood Barbie, just locally.
Hollywood Barbie, so she's from here?
Yeah.
Hollywood Barbie.
Yeah, okay. We actually, we got a video coming soon, actually. I mean, not we as in, I'm rapping in the video.
Y'all team as a team.
Yeah, because I basically a producer.
Yeah.
Vari. What's his name? Author.
So you said Govari?
Yeah, Govari.
Vari, V-A-R-I?
Yeah.
Oh, my boy.
Yeah.
My boy, Vari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he we do a lot of stuff. I'm like, you know, his producer, so we do a lot of stuff together.
Okay.
Vari
nice, man.
Yeah, he a dope artist, yeah. Yeah, he dope, yeah. We real cool. We chill all the time and, you know, just be creating, you know, good music and shit like that. But Trey Grady, Young Slat, it's a lot of artists like locally and, you know, outside of Augusta I done where I can't even name. I'm just whatever comes up, I'm just thinking about right now. But it's a lot of artists though, a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So what are some things that you notice about working with artists that you feel like certain artists need to work on to go to that next level far? Because, you know, not saying talent wise, but far as work ethic wise.
I'm gonna say
as a producer. You
saying what do I feel like as far as artists? What do they
out of all the artists that you work with as a total whole? Mm-hmm. Like if somebody asks you like, well, what is if you can give some advice to some artists that can really help their career go to the next level outside? Because a lot of the artists, it don't be their music part, it be the work ethics.
I'm gonna say, as far as a work ethic, mainly it's promotion and marketing themselves. Because a lot of times, I have a lot of songs that or beats that I made and end up being songs that people put out, and I'm like, damn, this should be on the radio type of thing, but it just the marketing side is not, I feel like it should be more of a promotion thing, get more exposed. I feel like that's a lot of artists that I work with. I feel like that's what part need to be done, just getting it out there, more exposure for the most part. Because I work with some pretty dope people, so just the marketing in general, I would say.
I totally agree. That's a good answer, bro. Yeah, good answer.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I get the answer. I totally agree. 'Cause most these days now, artists, they'll just do a song, do a video, post it, and just let it do it. That's it.
Yeah. And it's crazy because when I was in Atlanta, YK Osiris or whatever, when I was signed to Free Bands a few years back, he actually recorded in that same studio that I was actually going to with ATL Jacob and everything like that. And he promoted that song for 1 year, and it finally blew up.
Yeah.
That's crazy. A whole year he promoted it, then it finally blew up. Nobody wasn't paying attention to it. But that just goes to show, it's all about, and that's how I feel like about dropping music too. It's all about timing, just what's going on in the
right
economy.
situation.
Yeah. And just putting it out there.
Yes. And a little bit of luck. Like all those together, like all those gotta come in together. Like, yeah.
All the cards gotta line up right.
Yeah. So you said when was it when you started working with Free Bands? You said you was working with Free Bands.
It was back, I would say 2018, 2019.
Okay.
Yeah. 2018, 2019.
That situation was pretty dope, like as far as the experience, learning experience and stuff.
And that's where I feel like at the time being, I wasn't knowledgeable on the music side of, not the music, but the business side of things that was tied into music. I'm business knowledgeable about different stuff, but it's as far as the business for music, with split sheets and things like that. And at the same time, I wasn't really networking with the people that I was meeting at the time being. It was just a lot of stuff that was going on, that was happening, that was kind of like right then, but then that's, it just kind of all going down, but I wasn't really networking. So I feel like for me, it was a lot of dope stuff happening. And I feel like I'd be in a different situation, honestly, if I would have been networking better than, what I'm doing now. Well, not what I'm doing now. What I'm doing now is fine. Before the network better back then, I would have been fine.
Yeah. I know you
but
probably
you live and learn, though.
Yeah, you live and learn. Yeah. So that leads into this next question. So what are some things that you wish you now that you wish you would have known then, and how would you have changed it back then?
I would have got involved more on knowing how things work as far as the business side of things, split sheets and royalties and publishing and all that type of things. And go back to what I was saying, networking. I feel like those two things, if I would have been doing that back then, it would have been a lot more different situations that's going on now.
A lot more open doors, probably.
Yeah, a lot more.
Because even that one situation at work, met all the other connections, they probably would have worked more with you.
Right.
So,
but when you kind of, if you're going through somebody and you're not like, if you're going through somebody and you kind of like behind the scenes, but you're not really the person that has to say so.
Gotcha.
So that's why I feel like, if I was doing more networking, it'd be way different now.
Yeah, more like a manager or somebody talking for you type of thing like that. Gotcha. Yeah. I gotcha. Yeah, man. So, so far as what's your goal? What is your thing that you're trying to, your goal that you're trying to reach with the music, your impact?
And as of right now, obviously you can mark my word for this. I feel like, as far as I want people to know, this is not like, a trophy or type of accomplishment thing. I want people to know that, I'm a pretty dope producer. I can make anything, like literally for real, I can make anything from scratch. I done remade beats for people, and my beats actually sound better than the original version. Yeah. Wow. But as far as, what I want to accomplish, I do want to, drop some hits like globally with people, and actually be worldwide type of thing. That's something that I'm looking forward to. And I feel like, it's there. I feel like it's like an itching feeling. It's coming.
Right.
So that's the type of thing that I'm leaning towards now, I would say. But short-term goal, with just, getting more things out there with different artists, because at the end of the day, let's just say, for example, if a song blow up, and I made this type of beat, people gonna look at me for that particular type of beat.
Oh, you can charge how much you want to charge too. Oh my God.
But if you got a bunch of different beats out there that have different styles, people won't know you as that particular producer. They'll know that you can make all this other stuff too.
Type stuff, right?
So I want people to know that I'm very versatile.
Right. Oh my God. Yeah, bro. Like it take one hit. You get like as a producer, you make one hit for like it take one artist one hit for your beat, and then you start making $100K for one beat.
Yeah.
Just imagine you just make, like you say, you can make about 8-9 beats a day, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, just imagine somebody paying you $100K for each beat.
You straight.
Yeah, you straight. You straight. I'll probably be making 9-10 beats a day myself. Oh yeah.
And that's quality too. That's not like stuff that, you know, like I don't really like it. That's quality stuff too. So
right.
Yeah. I'm happy that it's going out type of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, man. So before we start off on NewbieVeT, man, how can they get in contact with you? Is there any love you like to shout out?
Yeah, you can look me up on Facebook, Jimon Productions, Instagram, Jimon Productions. I have a website. I don't have it up like it used to be, so don't go on my website as my Facebook page. I just been doing a lot of stuff, but same thing on YouTube, Jimon Productions. Yeah, y'all can find me on there.
He's talking about don't go on my YouTube, don't go on my website.
Yeah, I had it up, but I just been so involved. I haven't got time to upload the whole catalog that, you know, because I was doing it, like I was told you before, I was doing it every day, but like, just the time that I was putting it up there and then on here, then on there, you know, it'll wear you out. So, but it's just kind of like I already did all that, you know, everything's like word of mouth now, so people kind of know what I'm doing.
Right. So most of us, they try to get beats from you, they got to hit you directly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Now, usually, people that already work with me will say, hey, I got such and such about to hit you up, or hey, I got such and such looking for this type of beat, type of thing.
Right. Yeah. So you already have an idea and everything too, so.
Yeah, it'd be either through a mutual friend or something like that too, so.
Bet.